Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's Follow a Sketch February layout is this fun one right here. It is from the Sketchabilities blog spot. And yeah, so I'm going to do 3 photos of Toy Story Midway Mania. One is an outside photo and 2 are score photos that I will trim down. I pulled out some papers that I thought would go great with it and some Disney embellishments. So let's see what I can do. Alright, so I'm going to start out with this pink piece of cardstock as my background. I'm actually using 2 sheets of cardstock on this layout, you guys. Like, that is amazing because, first of all, I hardly ever use cardstock anymore unless it's like a black or white or a khaki colored cardstock. So to use 2 pieces is like, whoa. I do have 2 Calyx cubes full of cardstock, and that is a combination of 12 by 12 and 8.5 by 11. So, you know, using up the cardstock will make me ridiculously happy. I used to have 4 Calyx cubes of cardstock, so I have used a bunch. So just got to work my way through it. Now, at first I was going to put this striped piece of paper over top of the teal paper here. And then ultimately I decided not to go with that. And this is another sheet. So I guess technically I used 3 sheets because this was in the cardstock, even though it isn't cardstock. It's just a straight piece of colored paper, but I put it in the cardstock because I would treat it like a cardstock as opposed to a pattern paper. So anyway, I didn't like that. I decided that I wanted to use the striped paper on top of the darker paper. The striped paper with that mint paper, kind of like a mint green over top of the light pink. That combination just didn't do it for me, guys. Like, I was like, that's rough. So I decided to use the lighter color as my photo mats, and that works out perfectly fine. Like, that doesn't bother me. That doesn't stress me out. It works out great. So I'm going to go ahead and mat the 4x6 photo of the Toy Story Mania outside of the ride. And then I'm going to also mat the scores. So, of course, my husband had the highest score. I can't remember if Lana or I had the second highest score. I really don't remember. You know, that's just the way it is. So I will ask and see if anybody remembers. I decided to take this star pattern paper and put it all the way across the layout. And then I have this doily from Julie, who was so awesome enough to send me a bunch of fun stuff in the mail recently. And I was like, yes, time to use the doily. So I'm also going to add this yellow pattern paper. Now, this yellow pattern paper is from Photoplay. And I cut it so that it isn't stretched all the way across the layout. I kind of like it this way. Then I go ahead and pull off this hexagon border sticker. And this is from the That's My Boy collection from Echo Park. And you guys, it's an old collection. It's from 2014. But the colors are great, and they kind of go with the whole Simple Stories striped paper right here. And all of these colors together definitely have a Disney Toy Story Midway Mania vibe to them. So it's going on the page. I am going to use this sticker that says awesome, and I am going to cut out a mat for it. At first I was going to use the stars, but I was like, the orange and the red of the paper and that star color are all a little bit too similar, so it blends in a whole bunch. So I decided to use that kind of minty greenish paper / cardstock. And I'm going to pop it up on some fun foam. I'm just going to overlap a couple of the photos over here on the right hand side. And then I'm going to find some pieces out of my Disney embellishment tin. Now, this is a tin made for distress, mini distresses. I've pulled out the insert and I just kind of use these as embellishment tins. I like them because they're a great size. They're sturdy, and you can see through them because they have that nice window up at the top. And they just work really great for my Disney embellishments. I am going to try to get this tickets chipboard in on the page as well, but everywhere I place it, it just feels like it's too heavy. So I am going to just dig through to try to find some more things. I end up going with this Playtime chipboard word that I place over top of the photo. And guys, like literally I'm sitting here talking to you doing this voiceover with my layout on the desk in front of me, and I look up on my camera stand and I have a viewfinder sticker, and I just literally just placed that over top of where the Playtime is. So I added another sticker during the voiceover, not because I didn't really think it needed anything when I was finished with it, but while I was sitting here, I looked up and I saw it, and I was like, oh, that would be perfect. So it's on there. I mean, sometimes, guys, like, sometimes that just happens, right? Like, it's fine. So maybe I should have looked up at my tripod leg before I finished the photo. I am going to use the letters from that same sticker sheet from 2014, and it's going to spell out a lot of Mania. I was going to spell out so much Mania, but I don't have any more S's in that khaki color. So the title ends up being A Lot of Mania. I still am toying with the idea of popping up those letters. I think I might put them up on some pop foam, because while I'm sitting here looking at the layout, I'm seeing things that I would change, and one is putting those up on pop foam. Now, if I would have put this layout over on my February stack and just would have done this voiceover without looking at it, none of these changes would have happened. I would have been completely happy with it, but I'm talking through it and looking at it, and I think I need to pop it up. The struggle is real, you guys. Okay, thanks so much for joining me for Follow Sketch February. Join the Scrapping Reflections Facebook group, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.